Hi, I'm Tom Callos. I'm in Denver, Colorado at Dave Kovar's ProMech convention, teaching martial arts business and philosophy and curriculum design and marketing skills to instructors all over the world. And there is nobody better than Dave Kovar. I was asked to teach a class. I taught 5 basic principles. I'm going to share the first one with you. It's called Out of the Dojo and Into the World. And the concept came to me as I grew up in the martial arts. It's been almost 50 years now, right? So when I first started martial arts, I thought being a good instructor was that I was a good instructor because I could take everybody in my school. And I was the toughest guy. I can beat you, so I must be a good instructor, right? I thought that was the mark of a good instructor. And then I got a little older, I had more experience, I grew up a little bit, and I had another epiphany, and that was, look at my students, you know? They're winning all the tournaments. I mean, obviously, I'm a good instructor. Just look at my students. I thought that was then the highest indication of whether a teacher was effective and masterful, right? Then I got a little older, right? And learned some more stuff, and the next measure became, well, look at my school. Look how beautiful it is. Look, I have 800 active students coming every week to my 2 academies. I must be a good teacher. I mean, just look at my schools, right? And look at the student body. And that became my measure, for obviously I'm an accomplished, masterful teacher. And I got a little older, right? And I had more experience. And then it became the resources I was creating. I mean, look at my cars I'm driving. Look at my gross revenue at the school. Look at my income. That became my measuring stick, right? Obviously, I'm a good teacher. I wouldn't be making this much money without having some really valuable skills. Then I got older, and there was another measure, and I've been stuck at this one. I haven't come to a new one. This is the most profound and powerful indicator to me now as I've learned in the martial arts of what makes a masterful teacher, and that is how your students take the work that you do on your mats and put it to work in the world outside of your school that has nothing to do with punching, kicking, or choking anybody else. It's how they take that work out of your dojo and put it to work in the world to the benefit of themselves, their family units, and the community, and ultimately in the world. So the measure that I'm looking for when I'm teaching is not how good you are on the mat, which is very important as a teacher, but I'm looking for how are you using the courtesy, the integrity, the focus, the concentration, the resilience. How are you using that to be a contributor in the world? And that's out of the dojo and into the world. So when you're looking for the measure of how you're doing as an instructor, look to how your work on your mats, so repetitive, so profound, so deep, is not just affecting how the technique looks and how they're interacting with each other. Look at what they're doing in the world. And when you start doing that and start saying, well, where is it manifesting itself outside of my dojo, outside of the martial arts, you start teaching differently. You become a far better teacher and instructor. I'm Tom Callos. That's Out of the Dojo and Into the World.